Hello, friends, and welcome to the Cold War Prepper. My name is Lee. So I have my St. Benedict hat on, so beware. We're going to have a little bit of a discussion about religion. I'm also going to be talking a lot about Russian, so I wish I had a furashka or something else that I could wear to show you that we're talking about Russian. Kind of disheartening, but I guess it happens after you've moved several times. I went out in my library in the garage. I went out in my primary library. I just cannot find a copy of my Novoy Zavet, which is the New Testament in Russian. But I was able to find a copy of it online, so that's going to help us an awful lot here. So let me tell you about the context of this discussion. And I want to call it Beware False Prophets. There are a lot of people saying a lot of things that is not biblical, that is not researched. Somebody has a feeling, and exposes you to it as if it's a fact, and it's not. And I would just pray that you would pray every time somebody says something to you concerning religion, concerning the New Testament, the Old Testament, or anything else. Pray about it. Get some discernment to discover whether or not it's true. So let me tell you where we are on this. A lady was talking on, and I probably should not have responded to her, but a lady was talking on one of those channels I really, really like, and she said something about Dalwood or something. She got it wrong, or no, she was talking about Chernobyl, and she said Danoble or something like that, and I explained to her that Chernobyl is a cognate. It consists of two words, Cherno, which is the basic root word for black, and bwil, which is the past tense for buit, which is to be. So basically, Chernobyl, my printer's not working that great as far as getting a lot of colors. Chernobyl means down here, and it's not showing it very much right here, it says it was black. So Google Translate agrees with me. Chernobyl means it was black. She says, well, I have heard that Chernobyl means wormwood. It's mentioned in Revelation 8:11. So wormwood in Revelation 8:11, or wormwood period, is, so I put in wormwood, and what does wormwood come out as far as a Russian word? And the Russian word for wormwood is gorькая polyn. So bitter wood or wormwood. Gor'kaya is bitter. Polyn is the type of wormwood. So that's the proper word for wormwood. So I figured, well, that probably would not be enough to help this lady make her discerning differences. So I'm going to read to you Revelation 8:11 from the Novoy Zavet, from the Russian New Testament, to show you the word that they use in Revelation 8:11. So it says, Откровение, Глава 8, Stich 11. So that's Revelation chapter 8, chapter 8, verse 11. Имя сей звезде polyn. The name of the star is wormwood, polyn. И третья часть вод, and the third part of the waters, сделалась polnью, and a third of the waters became bitter or wormy. И многие из людей, and a lot of the people, многие is a lot, is from людей, people, comes from the nominative case is люди, which means people. Умерли от вод. Умер is to die, and умерли is died in the past tense, от вод, because of the water. And потому что они стали горькие, because они, they, стали, had become горький, bitter. So the Russian word that's used in the Russian New Testament for Revelation 8:11 is right here, and it says имя, right here, имя сей звезде polyn. Okay, so now if we go back here, what they tell us in Google Translate is polyn means wormwood. So Chernobyl does not mean wormwood. It means it was black. Gor'kaya, polyn means wormwood. Now, so what I want you to do is I would like for you to take these verses into consideration, pray on it. Don't take my word on this. Research it yourself. Use Google Translate. You can request a side-by-side translation of Revelation 8:11 on Google. You'll find it in Russian and English, and this is a Synodal translation, basically. So that's what I had, was the Russian Synod translation. So let's take a look at a couple of things. 1 John 4:1, test the spirits to see whether they are from God, for many false prophets have come out into the world. 2 Peter 2:1, but there were also false prophets among the people, just as there were false teachers among you. They will secretly introduce destructive heresies, even denying the sovereign Lord who brought them, bringing swift destruction to themselves. 2 Peter 2:3, in their greed, these teachers will exploit you with fabricated stories, like making up what Chernobyl means. Their condemnation has long been hanging over them, and their destruction has not been sleeping. Matthew 7:15, watch out for false prophets. They come to you in sheep's clothing, but inwardly they are ferocious wolves. So once again, I would encourage you, research. Don't believe everything you're told, even by somebody you believe to be religious or an authority in it. The only thing I'm claiming to be here is I worked as a Russian translator for the U.S. government for about 19 years, so I claim to know Russian, and I can translate from Russian to English and English to Russian. That's the only claim I'm going to give you here. I'm not going to tell you I'm a biblical scholar. I just read it on a regular basis. So with that, please remember, we're all in this together. Come out the other side together. Be kind, respectful, and polite to each other, because togetherness is the key. Take care. Bye-bye.